Hey, the start of a new tradition, huh? Okay, so I thought we could start our catch-up and accountability calls with these two questions. One is, what's one thing you're celebrating from this week? And the second one is, what's something that was challenging this week? See, I stole those first two questions from some TikToker. I heard about him while my mom was watching Tamron Hall's talk show one day. He's called like Pro Dad or something. Wait, let me see. All right, okay, so I found him, and he's called Your Proud Dad on TikTok. He's not a dad, but he has dad vibes and has taken on a father role on the app and shows, how to shave, how to tie a tie. He even has a series where he sits down to have dinner with you and asks you those questions I asked above. Yeah, it's pretty endearing, right? Okay, so anyway, the work up for this pivot into focusing mainly on my newsletter and what I can create for my community there has been really exciting. Usually I have to fight to stay home alone, but earlier in November I stayed home one time while my parents went out, no questions asked, and I got to work instead, and I worked ahead. That rarely happens, but is always appreciated and feels so nice. Something else I have good intentions around is getting up before my mom does. We've been napping in the living room lately, and I found an alarm app that goes off only in my earbuds, and it's hilarious. There's a picture of this over on my, my newsletter. If you're a paid subscriber, you can see like the pictures, you can get the links to everything I'm mentioning. But if you're not there, imagine this. A little brown cartoon chicken pole dancing. Sexy music is playing and everything, and you've got to hit all the right moves at the right time. It's like a simplistic DDR or a rhythm game. But I digress. I know you're not supposed to, but you know how everyone just kind of celebrates only like traditional milestones online? Like you'll see a couple hundred likes on announcement posts when someone buys a new house or, gets pregnant or has a new job with a raise or something. But when creatives step out to pursue what they love, it's crickets in comparison. So I announced on my Facebook, where a lot of my, my friends and acquaintances are still on there and that grew up with me and correlate, me being a creative and a writer. And I told them about my launching of my newsletter soon. I got like one like, then two by the end of the night. And I've got to admit, it was disheartening. And it shouldn't be. They were two people who have been supportive and have my back, and I am so grateful for them both. And when I logged in the following morning, there were at least 15 people who liked and loved the status. It makes me feel like there's skin in the game when people respond like that. I turned on paid subscriptions, and that will be the skin in the game and even more reason for me to consistently show up if I start getting paid subscribers. But I gotta admit, whenever anyone sees you and celebrates you for where you're heading, it feels pretty damn good to know you're not talking to an abyss. Well, I've got to go. It's Friday, and I'm working on getting better at weekly goal setting in a way that works best for me as a caregiver. I want to create better boundaries around my work and play, There's some Skillshare classes I'm excited to dive into on the weekends that I never get to because I'm always trying to work. So I'm debating investing, it's about $35 to trial an automated marketing system for a month and see if that'll help. It'll be like having a really cheap assistant, I hope. I'll let you know the deets of those tools in the Skillshare classes I've been dying to take over on the paid newsletter. And remember to let me know something you're celebrating from this week and one challenge you had, and I'll see you next week. Bye.